the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it Smothers. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good...
Could be an alley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Brown. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Manning to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got him. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense.
Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
The line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action with Moore. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moore. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davison. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Moore. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Steps away. Looking down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Just making a huge
that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And then what does he do when he rolls out? He gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Direct snap. It's Davison. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
In the gun on third down, Moore. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Play action, here's Manning. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Manning. Pressure coming. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. They almost went end-to-end and housed it. Now a chance to stick it in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the red zone. Here's Arts to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Throwing more. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. In with the pick six. Touchdown, Texas.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running inside. It's Davison. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Dante Moore buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Upstairs, he's got it. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Nice break off.
Most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Moore. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Swings it out to his running back. Snags it, and he's open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check-down throw to the running back.
They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He's got an open man. Speeding down the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's Moore to throw. Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Moore will throw. It's complete to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. No need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing more. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean,
he's loose.
What the fuck?
Pass to 10. Touchdown, Ducks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Like I said, this is where the game is won or lost.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Manning. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Fires one high and deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Flips it out in the flat. Brings into the open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Pocket breaking down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore using his legs to buy some time. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Backed up now, here's second and long. Moore to the air, fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more...
Got some room in to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him. He's too fast for him. Continues to make catches. Continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense. Great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for two. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite two-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
He can't make it in. The two-point conversion is no good, and they can't tie the game here late in the fourth. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, we talk about the 3 facets in football: offense, defense, and special teams, and that huge return extends their lead here late. That is such a gut punch, but what a great job picking up blocks and a phenomenal job by that return man, showing you the vision and the speed to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is up and good, and it's a 9-point lead. 2 possessions here late in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Moore. Fires on the move. Soft spot in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Moore will throw. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Complete to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback that's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella tight end.
Skips away from pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Looking for room, it's Smothers. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the home playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Right down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's going to go down as time has run out.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. Man, that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above.
the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Throwing Moore. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. And the plus territory. They stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Dante Moore. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Moore will throw. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Ducks want to move quickly. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Under fire. He sacked this defense all over him.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes a handoff. It's Smothers. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job on the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 30. Finds some room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB.
And just throw it up and he's open. Just letting you know. You can't just throw it up and think he's open. You got to, gotta really make sure.
Now on the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Arch Madness. Caught behind the line. It's Smothers. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
To throw, Manning. Here's the pressure. Buried before he could blink.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
QB got it himself. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Moore. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
He's going to throw the game right here.
You've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Manning on play action. He uncorks one deep. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 20.
Come on, 62. Come on, 62.
What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what
Who's the shit, though, boy?
Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offensive breathing room. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Hard running there. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
With a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Arch is going to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smothers. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end.
What are you doing, Manning? What are you doing, bro? What's that?
Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Bring in the heat. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Rushes on him. At the 30. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore throwing right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Throwing Moore.
Number running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's That's an outstanding run right there, but whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Manning to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Manning to the air again. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dante Moore finds the tight end. Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught by Coleman. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got his man on the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Moore. With the catch, it's Stewart. Spins away from the defenders. Makes a grab and room to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Shittiest fucking end.
Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll try the counter. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical, and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Gets the back moving. With the catch, it's Wingo. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen. He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Manning. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Because of this receiver's size, even when he's covered, he's open. And you've got to give him shots. You've got to put it somewhere near his body. Let those long arms go pluck the football and get you a big first down.
And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside. It smothers. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here's Arch to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action.
Man, put them fists
One
up,
quarter
man.
to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth
quarter.
quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Moore to the air. Pressure coming. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Moore from the gun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Ducks getting set on first and 10. Throwing Moore.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dante Moore. Here's a heat. They made the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you get into the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Moore will throw. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks with the answer.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Every play magnified in the fourth quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Manning dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Manning. It's complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They're working that left side. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
What the fuck?
Let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
Fucking overtime.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Moore. pocket, breaking down. Finds some time. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore to the air. Under fire. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And the Ducks will have it first in overtime. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Here's Moore to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
End the game, son. End the game. End the game. I see you, 17. End the game.
Touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. And send the tight end in motion. In the gun on third down. Moore. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's second and long. Arch madness. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
To the air. It's Manning. And they pick it off. You can't
Good shit, right? Good game.
Overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonator.